Okay, so today is just a disaster of readings. I'm going to give you the last reading, the one that I just did. I'm going to give you that first. You'll understand why. And then I'm going to give you the reading I did this morning. And I just realized that the last card, I knew it seemed too quick, didn't get spoken about. So we spoke already for water. We spoke for earth. We spoke for, who was the goddess? The goddess was fire. And what we didn't speak for is the horse, which is air signs. So I put all the other cards away, so you're going to get different cards, which is probably fun anyway. Everybody gets bored of the same ones. So you're going to work with the Angel Tarot, because I love it. Not the Angel Tarot, the Animal Tarot. And this is going to just be a really short little quickie because it's an add-on. So here it is. For any air signs, anyone who chose the Iron Horse. Speaking of which, it's hysterical. Lily's been driving me nuts, crying, demanding in, demanding out, demanding in, demanding out. And I picked her up and I said, I feel like she's a baby. And I'm like, does my spiritual twin have a baby? Because it's like a baby, or it's somebody that I have to put to bed. I said, you got to go lay down. And I needed to literally take control and say, it's time for this to happen. So lay down, because you're driving me out of my mind. I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do this one, but I guess I am. I just had this one. I don't know if you guys have got it with me, or if this is what that came up for my private readings, but I just gave this one. Oh well. All right, Siberian Husky. 10 of Winter. Now this is probably actually is sad. I'm looking at this Siberian Husky and I know who it represents. And 10 is the ending. This is it. Winter is frozen emotion. This one's got blue eyes and it's a dog. Loyalty, love, friendship, protection. But it's the end of something. Are you a fireman? Are you somebody that puts out fires? Have you been rescuing someone? Have you been putting out fires? But it's the end. It's either the end of a project, the end of a relationship, or the end of a career path. And on one hand, it's like when you retire, it's like, yay. But I've been watching all day long. I've been watching police officers say their final 10-4 over the CB, or like over the radio. It's funny, I've watched that about 4 times in the last 2 days. And they cried. One was 32 years they were in it. One was like 28 years. I can't remember all the times, but they had a lifetime of a career, and they were saying goodbye, saying a final, call out over the radio. One time, the man, his wife and child had died in an accident, and his son lived somewhere else. He was close to his son, but he lived somewhere else. And on his final day, his son came back, and when he went to do his final call in, instead of the office responding, his son did, and he didn't even know it was his son. It was really emotional to watch. So it's emotional. Feelings of sadness and joy mixed up. It could be relief, it could be disappointment. You could have been in a really toxic relationship and it's over, and it's like, oh, thank God, get me out of here. But then it's, sadness that something that you wanted to have happen wasn't successful. There was love there at one time, right? Or it could be a project, a relationship, like a partnership. You put a lot of work into it. You really had high hopes for something, and it ended up falling apart, or you ended up deciding it's not in my highest good, and you walk away. So right now, it's ending. Maybe it's out of your control. Maybe you have been terminated. It doesn't matter. The point is it's done. And it doesn't matter. And it does matter and it doesn't, because it's meant to happen. So we have to allow our emotions, absolutely. But we need to put aside the fears and the worries that we have about what's going to happen now. Oh my God, now what? This is a working dog. I'm used to helping people. I'm used to doing work. What do I do? What am I going to do? Sandy and I have been talking. She's like, I'm going crazy. She works. She was a secretary of a big company, and she was pretty much the right-hand woman. And now she's at home, and, she's got hobbies, but she says, I'm going nuts. Not to mention she's, the spiritual path and all those emotions that we're all feeling. So it's like this transitional period. But what do I do now with my life? A lot of times my dad will never retire. Never. If he'd retired, he'd lose his mind. He works just a little bit when he wants to, but he couldn't. That's what he's done his whole life. That's who he is. So that might be for you, oh my God, this is the only way I've known myself. And without that, you might feel like life isn't important anymore, or that you're not important anymore. Maybe you've had a lot of people looking up to you. Maybe you have a really, really toxic relationship at home, but in your field, your job, you were gone a lot, right? And you had a lot of responsibility, and people looked to you as an authority figure, and you were really good at it. But now that job is over, and now you're back at home in this relationship that you never got along. The only reason you got along is because you weren't there. You might have been there for the money. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you were the one that was home, and now the person's come back, and it's like, God, I can't stand you. Whatever it is, something has ended. And Spirit says what's in front of you is better than what's behind you. Or you may have the chance now, and you may not realize that, I got this for my own spiritual twin. I don't know if he's gone through it, or is going through it, or is worrying, or is about for it to happen. But it looks as though it's bad. It looks very upsetting. But what he doesn't realize is this is now his opportunity for freedom. This is a chance to have and do what he wants to do for his own life. And maybe that's me too, right? So Spirit says it's a chance to move on for something more exciting, more in line with what you need right now. The key word is it's over. It's done. So, as I said, you might be excited about it, you might be sad about it, you might be scared about it, you might be disappointed. Maybe you didn't have any idea that this was about to happen. This is a falling tower, and it jerked the carpet out from underneath. So if you're uncertain or you're fearful about something, Spirit says it's okay. And inside, you must have had a feeling that there was something better waiting for you. Maybe you didn't have the courage to make the change. Maybe that's me, right? Holding on. But endings, a new beginning always comes from another beginning's end. It's the way it is. So there are still things possible for you in your life now. So let go of the fear and the changes that whatever this ending comes to bring about in your life, and trust that what's in front of you is absolute happiness. There's wonderful things. This is the end of winter. This is the end of cold. This is the end of, it's in some cases, no emotional marriage, no passion for the job that you were in, or the relationship that you were in, or the partnership. And now, I'm going to say this out loud. Somebody I know had a pot farm. That's what he did. He was good at it, right? And it's legal in California. Well, I've got people approaching me constantly asking for me to promote CBD oil on my page. I want to. I really want to do it because I believe in it. I think it's amazing. And I have so many people coming to me asking for it. But I haven't chosen to work with anybody yet. That's something that I thought that I was going to do with my spiritual twin. I figured, hey, I'll promote that on my page. This is a place that could be sold. A lot of people want it. Right? He knew what he's doing. But I don't know. I'm just putting that out there because somebody in the world might grab that for themselves. I know that I'm supposed to do that. So you think of Siberian Huskies. Remember yesterday I showed you guys the Siberian Husky? The dog that didn't want to wake up? He was awakened. No, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. Maybe this is your wake-up call. I don't want to. I'm not ready. No. He was having a temper tantrum. Well, this one now he's ready. He's got his leash in his hand, in his mouth, and he's like, okay, let's go. Where are we going? Is it time to put out a fire? Let's do it. Where are we going? They're very loving. They're very smart. They're very talkative. And they come from a very, very cold climate. So you may be coming from a place of very cold emotion. Maybe this is something new for you too. Maybe that's the challenge in your life, to open up your emotions. Ooh, that would be scary, right? If you've been in family that didn't express themselves. Wow. But there's wonderful things in store for you. So whatever it is, the dream that you have, you've got the ability to handle it and take anything on. You have control of that leash. Remember yesterday, or was it earlier today? Can't remember. The 3 leashes on the ground, I think it was last night. 3 leashes removed. This dog's got hold of his own leash. I'm going to decide where I'm going to go. No one's going to tell this dog where to go. Right? No one tells me where to go. And no one's going to tell this one where to go. This is a service dog. So how can you serve others? What can you do to help serve others? Spirit will bless that. If you do something that serves others and that you love, you will be absolutely blessed because you'll be doing what you love. And Spirit will be helping you because you're helping mankind. Or maybe it's time to take control of that leash Get yourself out from underneath who's been controlling you and be true to yourself. Maybe you're the one that needs to be served by you. Serve yourself now. I've worked for everybody else all this time, and now it's time for me to take control of my own leash. I'm taking that leash away. I'm ready to go. I can take care of me now. Woo! Go for it. Okay, that's one message. Do you want to do another message from this deck, or do you want to do one from the Crystal Angels? I heard this deck. Okay. Yes, you can. You can freaking do anything you want because you're the freaking magician. There you are, that unicorn and the horse. That unicorn and the horse. That unicorn. Oh, the unicorn and the horse. There's the pair. It's me and my spiritual twin. Check it out. Look who's dark and who's light now, right? Look whose golden horn is glowing in the light. You have all of the tools that you need. Every single tool that you could possibly need, you have the ability. And you have the ability to manifest, and Spirit will forever be bringing you what you need. An infinite supply. You've busted free. You're just like that dog. You're like, no one's got a saddle or a bridle on that horse, right? You're ready to rip. There you are. You're the same person. You're a loyal person. You're a good friend. You're a hard worker. You're a free spirit, and now you're truly free. And look at you jumping for joy. Right on. Let's hit the road. There's magic in the air. You can manifest everything and anything that you possibly could imagine right now. Transformation. This is a beautiful time. Be a magician in the upright. We did get this in the upright, didn't we? I don't remember flipping it. I hope that we didn't flip it. But you got it in the upright anyway. We're reading it in the upright. So right now, whatever you need, it's telling you that the situation is going to work out in your highest good. My computer keeps going to sleep. Hello? Look at this. I'm waiting for that other reading to upload, and it just kept snoozing on me. Every time it goes to sleep like that, my internet stops, and it doesn't upload. Ugh, Mercury. Mercury, Mercury. Well, we can use Mercury for good. Mercury was about changes. It's about looking at your past and seeing where you came from, and what do I want to do differently now? Right? There's an emphasis on that. What do you want to do different? It's the end of something and the beginning of something else. See? This ending that you were so worried about has now turned into this fantastic beginning. So be eager. Be excited that you get control of your own life. Grab your partner and head off together. How fun. Maybe you feel like you're not ready. But I'm telling you, nothing comes to you before you're ready. Nothing comes to you. Sometimes Spirit has to give us a shove. It's like the baby bird flying out of the nest. I had baby birds that mom planted their nest right out my bathroom window, up high, in the way up high on the pillars. And I thought, geez, if they fall out of that nest, they're gonna hit the ground hard because it's red tile below. It's a long way down, 2.5 stories. And I would watch those little baby birds come to the edge of the nest, and they kept trying to come out, and Mom's like shoving them back. You're not ready, you're not ready. But now Spirit says you are ready. They've been holding back. They have been actually holding back. Maybe situations have been stalled because you weren't ready, but now you are. You would not have the situation in front of you. You wouldn't be cut loose if you weren't able to run free. So tap into Spirit. Tap in and recognize that you're more prepared than you think. Pay attention to what it is that you love to do. You love to be of service. You love to give. You love to be free. You love to be outside. Put all that together. Right now, you're brilliant. I mean, you're brilliant. You can judge character. You know what people are trustworthy. Maybe you have been around people that weren't, or now you know how to recognize that. So surround yourself with people who are trustworthy. Go to where there's love, encouragement, happiness, kindness, support, right? Go away from ridicule, judge, blame. Anybody who says you can't. Go to the place where people say you can do anything you set your mind to. People that have a good heart as well. Unicorns. They're sacred. This is a sacred beast. They're enlightened. They have a childlike innocence, like that puppy. I like that. My spiritual twin has that. I love that. I love that. It's like forever looking at life through the eyes of an innocent one. I'm like that, So take on that perspective and be focused. Focus your intent. Get that horn and focus it in the direction that you want to go. Think about what you want. pretend that that's your magic wand, because it actually is. See yourself carving out that infinity symbol with that wand, which is on the end of your third eye, because that's what Spirit's telling you that we're doing. We are weaving our future. See it, visualize it, talk about it, draw it, paint it, meditate on it, imagine it. Trust in your ability to summon what you need, to accomplish what you need, because it will happen. This is a time that situations do work out for you. This is a time where miracles and magic happens, because it's only miracles and magic because you don't understand how it happens, but Spirit does. Connect into that higher self that you know you have. I see excitement here. I don't see fear. I see excitement and eagerness to be free and ready to rip. And both of them are outside, which I love. So at 15 minutes and 39 seconds, there's your add-on message. Love you guys.